Hello and welcome to Lesson 7 of your music production course with me, Katie Russell, and with Planet Drum. In the previous lesson, we finished our listening section by looking at stylistic awareness, chords, drum beats, and bass lines. In today's lesson, we are going to be revisiting BandLab for Education and starting our coursework project. Before we get started, here is a recap of how to sign up for BandLab for Education and how to access the classroom that I have created for you. You will need to go onto the internet and search for BandLab for Education. When it's loaded, you'll need to go up to the top and click Log In. If you haven't got an account with BandLab already, you can do so by signing up at the bottom. And then you log in. This is your BandLab for Education homepage. What we're going to do now is we're going to join a class that I have created for you. So click Join Class and type in the passcode NMPQ4HN and click Join. You will now be taken to your classroom. I have already started an assignment for you. You click on Start Assignment, Teacher's Assignment, and it will load up your BandLab project for you. So if you go up the top, this is where you can submit what you've done so far, and this is where you can save it if you're not ready for me to listen to it. Once it's saved, you can exit in the top left and you can come back to it anytime. This is where your project is. You can open it up again. You can even restart the assignment and you can leave comments as well. You can also view your assignment there in the homepage. Before we begin to create music, you will need to download the tracks for your coursework from the Rockschool website. You can find the link to this in the front of your music production book, or you can visit www.rselawards.com/downloads. You will need to create an account and then select Access Downloads. There will be a unique code in the front of your Rockschool book which you will need to enter to download your files. Your files will download as a zip folder. Once you have downloaded these, double-click on the zip file to unzip it. I would recommend to then save this folder somewhere safe that you will remember. I have chosen to create a coursework folder on my desktop. If you haven't already, I would highly recommend watching our short BandLab for Beginners course that you get access to for free alongside this course. Before we start, we will need to change the BPM of the project. To recap what BPM and the metronome is, you can head over to Lesson 5. To do this, we are going to head over to our transport bar in BandLab, click on the BPM and retype 87 and hit Enter. Now we are ready to begin. To import your downloads, you will need to select Add Track and then Import Audio MIDI. You will need to find your folder, select Grade 1 Coursework, Hip Hop Beats, and then click on your WAV file. BandLab will create a new audio track and import your beat. We are now going to do exactly the same for our 3 MIDI chords. Before we start editing our tracks, we will need to change the snap to grid setting. Click on View in the top left corner, Grid Size, and select Bar. It will be defaulted to Smart. This means that your cursor will snap to every bar. Great work! To finish off today's lesson, we are going to edit the audio files we have imported. For Grand Piano 1, the chords start playing at bar 10. Drag or move your cursor to bar 10, the start of the piano chords, and then hit the S key on your QWERTY keyboard. S means slice. You can now see that the grand piano track has been cut into 2. Select the empty first part and hit the backspace button to delete it. Now you can select the piano chords and drag this all the way to bar 1 by clicking and holding down whilst you drag. Let's have a listen to the track so far to check the chords are in time to the beat. Repeat this slicing process for the other 2 piano chords to get rid of the silence at the beginning. Now we are going to duplicate the chords to make them longer. You can do this by hovering your cursor over the top right corner of the chords until an arrow in a circle appears. Now you can hold and drag this out to the end of bar 8. Drag Grand Piano 2 to bar 9 and drag to the end of bar 12. Drag Grand Piano 3 to bar 13 and drag to the end of bar 17 where the hip hop beat also ends. Drag Grand Piano 2 and 3 onto the same track as Grand Piano 1. Well done. Make sure to save your work so far. Well done. In the next lesson, we are going to be finishing off our coursework by adding in a bass line and a melody line over the top of our beat. I will see you in the next lesson.